Hi guys, my name is Christina and welcome to my channel. And in today's video I thought I can talk to you about your goals for your project and my goals for my project. So what do I mean by goals for a project? I talk a lot about like productivity and how to get stuff done and what is my process and how to do comics, how to write or draw. I thought I'm gonna create a whole video designed to talk about goals. What is your goals with your project? Because it is actually very important and goals of different people can be completely different and methods of how you work gotta be different too because different goals require different methods. In the context of this video, I thought I'm gonna talk about my personal goals for my own project and maybe it will put into perspective advices that I give, and that's how it will help you to judge if they're good for you or not. So there are different goals for project that you might have. Sometimes you might have just a goal of just exploring things around and just, enjoying art, just enjoying your creativity and having fun. Some people have goals of achieving something in the art industry. For example, if you're creating comic or you're writing a book, you want to publish, you want to acknowledge, you want to be known for the artist that you are. That's exactly what will be your goal. So for you would have to think about how to write to the market, how to understand what's popular right now, how to deliver what people actually want. That is great. And I wish that could be my goal. It seems like an easier goal just because it's more or less clear. That could be your goal. There could be another goal, or for example, you want to create as much monetary profit from it as possible. So for example, if you're creating comic, you want to make sure it's going to be popular enough so you can actually sell it as much as you can or provide it on a certain basis regularly and make people pay you to do this, and you might set up the whole business like this and create comic like this. They're gonna pay you. Your goal might be to get as much money and as much wealth as possible with your project, and it's also a great goal. And actually, that sounds a very good and coherent goal, and I'm actually jealous if this is your goal. But now I want to talk about what is my goal is, and actually the evolution of me understanding my own goal, because I'm not saying that I'm any sort of special with having of this goal. I think every artist kind of have all of these goals and with different percentages built in. I always thought that my goal is to get some sort of achievement and combination of achievement and get financial profit. But mostly I thought I wanted an achievement from this. And this is because the type of person I am. I like to get something officially, to get some sort of achievement. I always was this person for if something is important for me and I want people to take me seriously in this aspect, I will make sure I will get some achievement label, some diploma, some, first prize on some competition or something like this, or deal with a client that shows that I'm professional and some high profile client is interested in my work. That's why I always thought that that would be an important part of my goal. And the money part of the goal is just me coming from my family. I'm Jewish and it's almost connected. Like having monetary profit means how successful you are, how professional you are, how good you are at what you're doing. I always thought those two goals were my goals. That's what I would believe. And I grew to realize that my actual goal is to just tell this weird story the right way and tell the whole of it and tell it right. And I don't want to sound like, oh my god, this is just a noble goal and I'm so above it all because I have this goal. I'm pretty sure a lot of artists have this. I'm pretty sure all artists have this point when they're creating their art. But for me, I hear to a lot of I listen to videos of some other writers, and especially the ones who want to go around about traditional publishing and they want to be writers. They want to write. They want to be known for being writers. They want to create stories. They want to create meaningful stories, of course, but it seems like focus is in how to make it successful. They say, for example, if some project doesn't work, pivot, get another project, or you have to be dynamic, you have to be able to adjust, and you have to be able to change things to make them work the most. And I agree in all other aspects of my career and my art except for my comic. For some reason, at my work, my work is art related. I create visual effects for movies and I create matte paintings. So I create backgrounds, I create textures, I do concept art, all of this. And it's very client-driven situation. So if, for example, I need to create something that client requested, I need to be able to pivot here and there all the time, create different versions, show different options of what I think client wants to help clients see whatever they want and pick it as fast as possible. And in all other areas of my life. Like in illustration, I would do this too. In photography, I would do it too. I do graphic design and I do videography for people for commercial purposes, and I would do it too, no problem. And just illustrations overall for clients or for myself, I have no problems with this. But with my comic, for some reason, I would always think that this is where my goal is to be successful, to be known, to achieve something, to maybe get it published. But then I realized no. And I started realizing it when I realized I have a weird feeling of a certain deal breakers. I would never want to change anything in my story unless it feels right to have it this way. And I have very, very strong feeling about stuff that is happening in my comics. Sometimes I cannot go further with the plot if I don't feel this green light in my intuition level that this is the right turn to take. Or sometimes I will be stuck with the scene because I know it's just the wrong way to go. Like, I shouldn't go it this way. Even though logically it can be a great idea, creatively it can be a great idea, but it's almost my intuition saying, no, you don't tell the story this way. This is not the story. It's almost like my purpose, oh my gosh, that's big words, but basically it feels almost like my purpose with this story is just to tell it the right way the story is supposed to be told. And when I realized that this is my goal, I frankly got disappointed, because if I achieve this goal, it's like I cannot feel right not achieving this goal for myself. But at the same time, I feel like if I achieve this goal, did I really achieve anything? It's really strange to just, talking about it, but I have feeling that this is how I should be approaching my story. Not writing different story that is more commercial if I feeling that my story is not gaining crazy popularity. Not to tell my story a different way, to add some fun elements in there that, for example, will make it appeal to a super broad audience. Not making some changes to make it more commercial and actually be able to sell it to a publisher, get an agent for this or whatnot. It's just the idea of like somebody asking me to change even a little bit, it just freaks me out. That's in the end seems to be my goal, and this is again with all my art that otherwise I create, with all the different jobs that I have no problems to pursuing different goals. But with this project, I can't. I have to just tell the story right, and I have to focus on making the story right, and I have to make sure that I tell the story. That's why a lot of advices that I give you is how to make it fast, how to make it efficient, how to draw faster, how to optimize your process, how to stay motivated, and all of this, because this is what is important for me to achieve my goal. Actually, the moment I realized that this is in the end is my goal, I was able to pull my attention from other things that I was doing for the comic. For example, I was trying to really get it popular on some website, or I was trying to make it be published traditional. I was looking for an agent, and I was spending so much energy on this. In the end, I didn't feel like I'm doing the right thing, and it's kind of distracted me from my actual goal, that is finishing the comic. It also helps me realize what to do now and how to plan my work around it, because I know that posting certain things in a certain website or trying to get as much people to read it as possible is so secondary, and if it happens, it happens. What has to happen, what I have to make sure happens, is my story being told and being told right. I'm not sure if it's disappointing, but I hope it can be useful for you, because no matter which goal you have, it's awesome. And it's good to know what your true goal is, deep inside what you actually want to achieve. I don't know why it's this way with this story, because I have a couple stories in my head also that I want to do either novels or I want to paint it, make it as a comic. But for those, I feel I have different goals. And maybe at some point I will stop doing this project simultaneously, because they don't seem to contradict and they don't seem to conflict with each other goal-wise. We shall see. But understanding that this is the goal for my project helped me really understand what's the right thing about it. And I started producing pages way faster, and the story started flowing way better, and it's just starting working out really, really great. And my process is very nice now, so it really helped me. In the end of the day, I do feel satisfied when I go to bed every time if I drew the page that was just right and right for the story, and I completed it, and I know that tomorrow I will complete another one that I'm happy with. I feel good. I feel like I did the good thing today, and the day was right for me. It just brings me satisfaction. And even though another part of me that is very ambitious overall in life gets a little upset, because like, girl, why we can't have like money and success and everything? And I don't know if it's gonna happen. It might. My comic gets fair amount of views, and I really appreciate all the readers that are reading it and people who support me on Patreon. I'm really grateful and I'm really happy. Maybe if I do this story justice, other things that I want will come in more abundance, but it's not guaranteed, and I got to terms with the fact that it's not guaranteed and continuing regardless. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I know this is not necessarily my how to do things video, how to draw video. It's just my thought process about goals. Yeah, let me know which one of the goals is yours, and because I really want to know, and I really want to know how you're thinking to go about it. So, but that's it for me. That's my goal. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Even though when I discovered it, I thought it's a little lame. It's not gonna make me famous. So sad. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.